Yo, what up, good people? Damn, it's lit. It's a whole lot of fire emojis, man. I appreciate it. Whole lot of fire emojis. I appreciate the support. I'm back. I've been on suspension for about a week, so I appreciate y'all being patient. As the true team Kendrick followers and supporters know, there's been a lot that's went down in the week. We definitely gonna talk about it. You know I don't bite my tongue, but at the same time, I'm not dumb. I know there's a situation going on, so all I ask is that the people, because y'all might think y'all know, but y'all don't know every single thing, nor do I. So I ask the people, hold judgment. Don't be too brutal, because at the end of the day, I can be forgiven. You know what I mean? She might not be able to forgive y'all if all of this is basically them forcing her to do this stuff, which there's a lot of stuff that points towards that, but then there's a lot of stuff that points towards she's just working with those people. I don't know, y'all. At the end of the day, we can only wait to find out. Even with the seriousness of his situation, y'all know how I do. I won't be deleting no comments. Haters are welcome to say what they want to say. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, just realize I got a truth, I got a story, and she got a side of the story. Now, what exactly her side of the story, I don't know, because every time I've checked with the police as far as reports and such, either the police is lying to me about the situation or there is no report. So we'll see. But at the end of the day, Julia was, from what I was told, out her mouth, she was raped Friday. She told me she was raped Friday. With her being raped, of course, I was very angry and frustrated. I went through, what most boyfriends would do. I was angry, questions, and I asked a lot of questions. I probably asked like 1,000 questions about the situation. But never in my wildest dream did I think that it would have went down the way it was explained to me. And I immediately felt guilty because the way it was told to me, the situation went down because of some blackmail from the father of her child. And there's a kid involved, a 10-year-old kid involved. Stuff is very, very crazy and messy right now. And then, of course, y'all know she was also in a car accident last night, which the car accident was very, very suspicious too, because several reasons. The airbag didn't deploy. There was no stuff on the ground when a car hit that hard. You didn't see no debris or nothing on the ground. It was clearly not on a tow truck yet. So how did it get right there, and where's the debris? I got so many questions. On top of that, I know my girlfriend. The seat was laid back on the passenger side. She's real picky about her seat. As soon as people get out the car, even myself, every time, raise my seat up. So even if somebody was in there, um, she would have said, raise my seat up. But then it doesn't make sense that she would have been out that late at night when her dad has her son. It makes sense that she would have been with her son, especially through all of this. A mother would be around her son, just fresh off a rape and feeling the way that she was feeling. Spirits was very, very low, so I would expect she wouldn't have been out that late. I think I got the news because I was on live. I think I got it this had happened between like 12 and 1 o'clock. I think I was on live last night when I got that news that she had been raped. Had gotten into an accident. So it's not making sense that she would be out there late, especially off the back of a rape. But hey, the police is now saying that they don't have a report of the raping, but I got recordings. Y'all know I record everything. And this is why I record everything, including what was my girlfriend, y'all. Because in this world, when you enter into this activist world, what I've learned about the activist world, it's dirtier than the dope game. It's dirtier than the streets. It's pretty much the dirtiest game out there. Because for one, there's a lot of money to be made when you're activist. A lot of people will try to buy you. A lot of people will try to make money off the back of your death. If you rise up too fast or you're too powerful, then they'll kill you. And of course, there's money to be made off your death, but they want to make you a legend or more to be, they want to put you on a status before they kill you. So at the end of the day, um, it's a dirty world. I've done my research on this game. I think a lot of people just hop on YouTube, they run their mouth, and we can tell who those people are. They hop on YouTube, they run their mouth, they don't do research, they let white men fill them up with all the information that they got, and then they go and report on, a black movement are black situations, and I think that's sad because we know there's some smart white men out there, some intelligent white men out there, but at the end of the day, I would never be the black man that lets a white man feed me information and I don't go and double check his work, like triple check his work before I jump on a YouTube channel and utter the words out of a white man's mouth that I haven't checked their work. And unfortunately, you got a lot of brothers out here on YouTube. They're not that smart, not that bright. You can tell by their conversation, these people, their sentences, they can't finish sentences. They're constantly, rolling up weed or doing whatever it is on you to show that they're not really fit for what's supposed to be an instrument to teach our people, uplift our people, and raise their IQ. At the end of the day, that's my job. I bust the pipes of corruption, tear down the walls of racism, and also elevate the IQ of my people. And I'm going to die. I'm going to die doing that. I'm going to continue to do that every day of my life. If it's no more talking to somebody in the street or talking to my neighbor or talking to y'all on YouTube, my brothers and sisters, friends and family, I'm always trying to elevate people's IQ. I know I got a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be just 36 years old, but I'm not selfish with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I don't want to learn these things just so I can sit on them. I want to learn these things so I can give back to my people. At the end of the day, Louisville, Kentucky is my city. There's a lot going on here. I spent the last year and a half of my life trying my best to be a leader. I think I've done it in every single way that a leader can be a leader. I gave y'all the drama. I gave y'all the class. I was a classy person at one point. I gave y'all the cuss words. I handled the beef. I opened up my relationship, showed y'all what it's like, showed y'all who my girl is. That's why everybody's kind of so devastated because y'all knew who Julia was. She was my rock. At the end of the day, she's still my rock. I must admit, I haven't really felt like I've talked to Julia. I feel like Julia is being controlled. Um, it's sad, but at the end of the day, if she did make the decision to do whatever it is she's doing, then God bless her. At the end of the day, God don't like ugly. She's gonna have to deal with God on that, and it's gonna be in God's hand. I'm gonna move forward in my life, but I will continue to pray for her. She won't be hated. At the end of the day, I want to see her succeed in life and become a better mother, become a better girlfriend, or whoever she decides to be with, and eventually be the wife that she wants to be. I want to see her reach all her goals. So at the end of the day, don't think that this is a I hate her situation. I'm going to use my channel bashing her. Even if I find out it's the truth, I'll probably do a show, break it all down from my point of view. I got a lot of recordings of this whole situation. I got a lot of recordings. I didn't even realize what the hell I was recording. I thought I was recording stuff because I'm about to catch Louisville trying to cover it up. But I caught a lot of stuff, y'all. And I'm going to let her speak. I'm going to let the police do what they do. There's some type of investigation going on. I was told that the detectives talked to her on the phone and face-to-face. I think I shared that recording with a lot of you guys earlier today. But at the end of the day, what y'all going to see is, my God, too powerful, man. This shit ain't going to work. It's not going to. My God's just too powerful. He's just too powerful, man. And even with outside, when I think their intentions was to kill me, y'all see the text messages and stuff, and eventually I package it all in for a show. When I spoke to her auntie, I told her auntie I want things to go smoothly. I don't want no fighting and argument. And then her auntie did what she did, tried to go in my garage and come in my house. I told her to get out of my garage, don't go in my house. She got loud and crazy, and it just got out of control. I asked her, one little thing triggered her is when I asked her about an antibiotic, and she just went off and start trying to go in my shit. And I'm just like, I'm looking at her friend like, is this real? And it was real. And y'all know me. It's only so long I'm letting somebody disrespect me, man or woman. And once that happened, y'all, I pretty much went off, and she called the police. And when I say went off, I went off with cuss words. I cussed her back out. She was uttering some things about my mother. So I'm like, what the fuck does my mom got to do with it? So on that note, I did what I had to do. Defended myself with cuss words. I asked her to stay off my property. I told her two friends that her friends could still come on my property. But at the end of the day, she wasn't allowed to come back on my property because she was being disrespectful. So situation got out of hand. Police was called. I found it ironic that there was a Mexican woman out there, a black woman out there, a white woman out there, and then me, the black man out there. And as soon as the police pulled up, he went straight to the white woman, got her side of the story. I was trying to talk to him, let him know, my side of the story, and also I'm the homeowner. But by that time, I was still heated. She was over working her magic, her little white woman magic, and buttering the cop up. And before you know it, The cop had reached for his gun, and when the cop reached for his gun, I act like I had a gun and reached, and I said, "Don't do that." I said, "If you reach, if you clutch, I'm a clutch." And I kept my hand like by my pocket. And once I got to my door, I pulled what was in my pocket out and showed him. I said, "It's just a cell phone." And on that note, I think that little trick that I did, it saved my life because that cop was gonna shoot me. Because here's the thing: when he pulled his gun out, I was gonna turn around and run. He was gonna shoot me in my back, and then he was gonna say I had a gun, and then all this whole neighborhood and why you know how it goes, and people claim that they didn't see it, and it would have been one lone black lady that was a witness that wanted to tell the truth. The Mexican lady, she wouldn't have said nothing. Black lady would have been caught between a rock and a hard place, and it happened in Bullitt County. She wouldn't have been able to speak up. She would have said she didn't see it. Um, at least I think so, unless she's like me and brave. But at the end of the day, folks, I just want y'all to know I truly appreciate y'all. The situation is very ugly and sloppy, but as far as the situation with Julia, as far as legal matters, we have nothing to worry about, y'all. I've done nothing wrong. Um, some of y'all have pretty much threw us out there, so I'll throw these two out there. Either Julia just cheated, but only thing I'm saying, y'all, I know she didn't. She might have been cheating previously. Now I think she was cheating previously. I don't know if it was from the blackmail or whatever. I was told it was from the blackmail. But what I'm saying is what I seen Friday, she was raped. What her mom seen, she was raped. What her cousin seen that came over her, she was raped. And when you got to understand, y'all, they took her from my house. Her mom, her auntie, and her stepdad took her to a rape clinic. I wasn't with them. Took to a rape clinic, and the rape clinic discovered that she was raped. Julia and her mom and everybody came back to my house. They dropped Julia off. They told me what I needed to do to take care of her. Told me that the clinic gave her antibiotics and that she was raped and such, and to just make sure that she's not having any bad dreams. And I looked over for the next 2 nights. Everything was fine. She was in pain still, but everything was fine. And so basically, what ended up happening, she got up. She had talked me into actually moving out of town with her, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it, baby, because this is getting out of control." And I felt like shit because from the story that I was told, there was a YouTuber that was, blasting her and her son on YouTube. And anybody check Julia's record, you'll see she's only been in court because her baby daddy over the last X amount of years just keep her in court. He nitpicks any little thing. Like I made a post on Facebook last year. I said Louisville's full of 6'9s. Guess what? We ended up in court because of that post. He said that because I said that 6'9 might try to kill me and Julia and his son is in my house. And so they just, man, they made it to where the kid wasn't even allowed to come around me. And this is all documented in court. It was crazy. It went through Judge Denise Brown's courtroom, and Judge Denise Brown and Julia's baby daddy, his mother, is friends. So it's like go along, get along gang in the courtroom. They're all Eastern Stars, which is the female version of Masons. She's donating money to Judge Denise Brown's campaign. And at the end of the day, the guy just constantly kept Julia in court. I actually feel sorry for her, but there was nothing I can do. Um, I tried. I had somebody in position of power in my family that was actually in position of power, but even my family member couldn't do nothing. So the little dude pretty much just got his way. And over the last, this year in particular, Julia has not got to see her son as much as a mother is supposed to. He's actually got her in a situation to where now she only gets to see her son pretty much at his basketball games. And that just happened ever since the dude posted the picture of the kid and Julia on the YouTube page, a little weirdo. Then that's when Julia wasn't, he stopped letting Julia have, regular visitation, everything. She could only see him at the basketball game. So the story that she told me that she was being blackmailed, it makes a lot of sense. And I believe it's true because I know one thing, Julia and her baby daddy, they hate each other. They don't like each other. It's very, very bad. They're constant in the courtroom. I listened to her argue, talk to her attorney. I've even took the phone from her and cussed her attorney out because the shit's bad. But at the end of the day, her story makes a lot of sense. But it switched up, or something switched up, because at the end of the day, there is no report on the baby daddy that he raped her, which is weird. Now, initially, y'all gonna see from all the recordings, everything was intact, everything was in place, and y'all gonna hear it come out of Julia's mouth. She told me and I got this recording. She went to the rape clinic, and she's telling the story about the rape clinic and how she spoke to the detective and all this stuff. And so what happened, when I woke up the day that she left, that morning that I woke up, I immediately woke up. First thing I said to her, I said, babe, do you got the detective's name that took the report? Because I need to call him to make sure it's cool for us to hop on the road and leave. Because last thing I wanted was to go out of town and then they be looking for Julia, wanting to do some type of evaluation or something. Then they claim, oh, she skipped town, she faked this. And I'm like, we need to get the detective, call him, and I record it. And he says it's okay for us to go out of town. If so, then we're going to go look at different cities because we was going to hop on the highway. We had planned it for 2 days straight, but stuff kept going on that, where we didn't get to go. But we planned it for 2 days straight that we was just going to get on the road and go look at different cities. She had a list of cities we was going to go look at. And I was going to basically move. My house will sell within 2 weeks. My neighbor's house is nowhere near like my house, 2 doors down. Her house sold for a lot of money, and it sold within less than a month. So my neighborhood is booming right now. It's really, really booming. My house is up over $80,000 this year alone. So at the end of the day, I was going to sell my house, get the little money, and leave, and start over. And I was going to have a serious conversation with Julia and myself about, did I want to keep moving forward with the Breonna Taylor thing? Because at the end of the day, I think people misunderstand the situation with Breonna Taylor getting justice. It's not something that I can do single-handedly. I got to have the support of the people. If I got the support of the people, then we can kind of move the meter when it comes to the politicians and get the politicians to do what we want them to do, which is actually get this in rotation with the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court can drop the hammer on the corrupt people here in Kentucky. But at the end of the day, I haven't been able to get the people, especially here locally, in Louisville, to jump on board and just like the city get behind it. But it's okay. I'm not gonna give up. I'm still gonna make sure I go over this whole case one more time, and it's about to start. It's gonna start this week. I think I told y'all a couple weeks ago. Give me about 2 weeks. Well, I'm about to jump in my Breonna Taylor bag. Because I don't know what these people got going on. I don't know what this Julia stuff is all about. It feels very, very weird, y'all. When she's texting me and stuff, she actually sounds like Summer Dickerson. She's saying stuff that Summer is saying. That's weird, and somebody else pointed that out to me, but that's a fact. She don't sound like Julia at all. Anybody who texts my girl, all right, my girl, y'all know how she sound. These texts and these replies that she's giving us back, it doesn't sound like her. And so I'm extremely concerned about it, but it's out of my hands. All I can do is pray and ask God to come through for her. And if her intentions are good, God will work things out. And at the end of the day, I believe in my God. I still love Julia. Right now, I have removed the title of her being my girlfriend because I don't know what's going on. At the end of the day, I feel single. I've been at home for the last 2 nights by myself. I'm pretty much single. The way that her auntie has talked to me, the fact that her parents are not answering phone calls, I pretty much have to say I'm single. And that's what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm open to listen to her side of the story. I think some of the things I think is horrible. But at the end of the day, I cannot come to a full conclusion until I hear her side of the story. And I ask the people, not the trollers, because trolls are going to do what trolls do. But I asked Team Kendrick, not the Judge Julia, until y'all hear her side of the story. At the end of the day, I know y'all got a lot of faith in me. Y'all trust me. Y'all believe in me. But I think it's 100% wrong to ever put me on a pedestal above anybody and you haven't heard that side of the story. At the end of the day, what it's all about, this world is all about balance, even when it comes to truth and lies. You got to hear the lies and then you got to hear the truth. How can you recognize the truth if you can't recognize a lie? Vice versa. How can you recognize a lie if you can't recognize the truth? So at the end of the day, give her opportunity. Once she speaks, she gives her statement. Don't let her auntie or none of those people speak for her. I can tell you right now, the auntie that came over her, that woman, she has real psychological issues. She just got into it with her son a few weeks ago, where she's crazy. Got into it with her own son. Her husband killed himself, so she's going through some stuff, y'all. She's not right up here mentally. Even her little daughter tried to kill herself. So her that auntie in the family, her son is solid, but the mom is unstable, and she's so unstable that the daughter has tried to kill herself. Her own daughter tried to kill herself, and then her husband did kill herself. So we can't really believe anything the auntie say. On top of that, she has a few addictions. She's addicted to a few things. I won't go into exactly what she's addicted to, but she's pretty much like Summer Dickerson 2.0, minus all the red hair and the half-shaved hair head. So Just know we can't take her word. We have to wait until Julia speaks. At the end of the day, you can't move forward with situations like this without that girl giving a statement. She's going to have to put something on paper, whether it's verbally or whether she puts something on paper, and it's going to have to come soon. And once it comes, then we can, I'll let y'all do what y'all do. Y'all read it or y'all listen to it. Y'all decide what y'all believe. And then I'll tell my side of the story and I'll release my recordings. Y'all know everything that when it comes to me, I'm constantly recording. I got to. This is a messy, messy situation. As much as I love her, I can't trust her 24 hours all day, every day. I can't trust nobody. Even with my sister who just left the house, I can't trust her all day, every day. My sister, she brought me some food. And I told her, I said, shit, it's better not be no stuff in it that's going to make me pass out. And then when I wake up, I'm in jail or a mental institution. Because my sister, she's had her days where she's like, boy, what the hell's going on? She's had her days where she thought like I was losing it. But I understand why she's had her days and felt like that. It's because this story is so crazy. It's very, very crazy. And I want to say thank y'all, man. I just reached 100 viewers right now. Shout out to everybody that's on here. That's beautiful. Doing big numbers, man. I've been gone a week. I come back on and I'm already at 100 viewers. So shout out, y'all. But at the end of the day, I understand people outside looking in, they're going to think I'm crazy. But when it's all said and done, a lot of people will be apologizing. A lot of people will be lining up to interview me. A lot of people will be wanting to do movies or whatever, documentaries, write my book. I already got people trying to write the book now. But at the end of the day, my truth will stand tall when it's all said and done. I told y'all when it came to the Louisville protesters, I would be the last man standing. What y'all see right now, I am the last man standing in Louisville. All those people, the little weirdo, he thinks for some reason he's the first person to come after me. He's actually the worst person. I've had people who dropped real stuff, who took real shots at me. Very, very powerful people here in Louisville, people that was connected to powerful people, and I still came out on top. Y'all remember at one time I had like 25 to 30 people consistently coming at me nonstop, and I destroyed all of them. So the little weirdo don't even realize that he's the equivalent of a gusher. You remember gushers? Used to eat those little gushers. Little being your little white kids used to have them. I never got gushers. My mom didn't buy me gushers. I used to borrow a couple gushers from the white kids. I used to tell them, hey, can I borrow a fruit roll up? That's what I used to say. I say, can I borrow a couple of your gushers? And they'll give me a couple gushers. But he's a gusher to me. He's a fruit roll up. He's a snack. He's not on my level. I can destroy him with anyway. I can be on some street stuff. I can be on some classy stuff. I can be on some intelligent stuff. We can talk religion. We can talk whatever. He's not on my level. He needs to go get his brakes tweaked. In fact, he don't even need to get his brakes tweaked. He need to get his calibers changed. He need to get a whole new engine and transmission. He needs a tune up. He needs a new interior job because his inner self is all messed up. So he needs an interior job. He needs to get his lights changed because he clearly can't see. On top of that, he need to put his seatbelt on because what he's doing is reckless driving. But at the end of the day, I'm cool with it. Y'all see what I've done. I put him on a pedestal. I built the Little Weirdos channel and my channel at the same time. But at the end of the day, his channel don't got commercials. Did y'all see those commercials when y'all came over? Yeah, I think I'm monetized. But at the end of the day, my goal now is to do bigger and better things on YouTube. I'm definitely going to keep on promoting Breonna Taylor, but I'm not going to be engaging in the beef and the helping people's channels get built. They're going to try to stream me. That's cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it. I'm actually not going to make it to. I'm going to make it okay for people to stream me because if I make it to where people can't stream me all off one person, that ain't fair. My goal is to get all this justice and information out so that Breonna Taylor was murdered. And so at the end of the day, that would be wrong of me if I do what I got to do and make it to where people can't stream me. I want people to stream me because this is what this is all about: getting this information out to the masses. Once the masses find out what I'm sitting on, and I break it down, hopefully we can get these politicians to put pressure on the FBI. FBI can do what they got to do to get the information and the research to the Supreme Court, and then we can get some justice around her. But at the end of the day, that's the goal. That's the plan. I've been sitting back the last couple hours just today, and higher power. Y'all know who the higher power is: God, higher power, universe. They're all the same to me. The higher power was just speaking to me. He gave me a new idea when it comes to the Breonna Taylor case. So I'm going to meditate on this all tonight. I'm going to rehearse it. I'm going to see what the universe is trying to get me to see, and then I'm going to probably more than likely attack it from that angle. One thing about the universe, just because the universe tells you to do something, that don't mean you do it. The universe will speak to you, but it's still got to sit well with your spirits. So the last thing you want to do is the universe be telling you to do something, but then you're not really wanting to do it. Everything that I do, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I don't let nobody force me. I don't even let God force me. That's one thing about God, and it speaks of this in the Bible, that He can't affect free will. So at the end of the day, I think it's important for y'all to know, just because the universe gives you an idea, tell you to do this or that, it's still got to sit right with your inner spirit. At the end of the day, you have your own solo independent spirit. And if something's not sitting right with your spirit, then you don't move on it. You wait until it's sitting right with your spirit, and then you give it your all. You notice with me, anytime I'm talking or doing anything, I'm extra passionate because it's exactly what my spirit wants to do. I'm not doing something that the next person told me. I'm not reading off a paper or a teleprompter. I'm actually speaking from my soul and my spirit. Even when I'm talking low like this, y'all can hear the passion in my voice. Y'all can hear the truth in my voice. Y'all can hear that I'm clearly, my steps and stuff are being ordered by God, and that's the ultimate goal. That should be for all of y'all. Your steps should be ordered by God. Anything that you're doing in life, your spirit should be aligned with it. And when you're moving and doing whatever you're doing, people should be able to see that. They should see that glow. And that's one thing about me. I get a lot of compliments. A lot of people always talk about I got a glow. A lot of people who meet me in person and they hear me talk, they're like, man, they just want me to keep talking because I do have a gift. I do have a gift, and I thank my God for that, because at the end of the day, um, communication is key. In fact, communication is the number one thing in this world. Everything has to communicate with each other. Even the sun and the moon has to communicate with each other. So trees and water and everything. We often think communication is all about just animals and human. No, everything in this atmosphere is communicating with each other. Everything. And so at the end of the day, the fact that God has blessed me with a talent to communicate, even though sometimes y'all see me struggling because y'all see me being angry and lashing out at people and doing this and doing that. I do know how to communicate, but I'm also displaying that I'm human. I'm filled with a lot of emotion and anger sometimes. I got a big cousin. He's working. He's working on me. He's not the type that's gonna force it on me, but he's the type that's gonna be hard on me. And shoot me text messages and call me here and there. My big cousin, he's been doing his part. He's been doing what a big cousin's supposed to do, and he tells me, "Cuz you got to take some of that emotion out of it," and he's right. But at the end of the day, I can't lie to y'all. I'm still very emotional. This is not me recalling the story. You got to understand, I'm not recalling the Breonna Taylor story. I'm not talking about what happened to me. This stuff is still happening. I'm living this every single day. It's my reality. From people sending me strange word YouTube was talking about me, people telling me about who's death threatened me, or are people doing this or whatever. This is my reality. So at the end of the day, y'all gonna see that emotion and that anger and frustration come out sometime. I've never tried to make y'all think I was perfect. I think I've showed y'all, in fact, that I'm the complete opposite of perfect. I've clocked out. I've cussed people out. I've constantly, let people get to me and irritate me to the point to where, I've done had their name in my mouth to the point to where they got, you know, over 700 subscribers. But when I was at their channel, they didn't have over 100. So at the end of the day, it's cool. But at the same time, I want to be able to focus and lock in on my purpose and fulfill my purpose. Am I good at destroying people on YouTube or Facebook and people who come my way and lie on me? Am I good at picking them apart? Yeah, I'm good at it. But my purpose is bigger than what I'm good at. And so at the end of the day, my purpose is huge. It's much bigger than Breonna Taylor. My purpose is huge, and I'm gonna fulfill it. I'm gonna fulfill it. And the fact that I've even allowed myself to go to attempt to fulfill my purpose, I've already won. I'm already a winner. There's no such thing as a loser that goes out and tries to fulfill his purpose, whether you come up short or not. The fact that you tried to do it, you're already winning. Like Kobe Bryant actually went out and he tried to be Michael Jordan. As crazy as that sounds, he actually almost did it. And a lot of people, they hold that against him. It's like, oh, he should be himself. But he's a winner. He went out and shot for what was considered GOAT status and tried to actually be better than the GOAT. And that makes him a winner. Whether he only won 2 rings, 3 rings, or whatever. The fact that he actually shot for being better than the GOAT or being just like the GOAT, he's already a winner. And I want y'all to know, I keep telling y'all, when it comes to this man right here, I'm telling y'all, as much as I love him, he's my role model, man. I'm shooting to be better than him. I want to go down in history books as the greatest leader to ever come out of the city of Louisville, one of the greatest leaders this world ever seen. I'm shooting for it. And this man right here, he was the greatest, man. He wasn't just the greatest in the boxing ring. He was the greatest. He was the real the greatest. He had the gift of gab. He was the greatest talker. He was just he had that glow about him. He had a beautiful glow about him, and he was a God loving man. And at the end of the day, I model myself after him. Of course, I'm not in boxing no more. I didn't win no Olympic gold medals like he did. But when I'm talking resume, I'm talking overall, because y'all must understand, boxing was something that Muhammad Ali loved, and he was willing to die in the ring. But at the same time, there was a whole lot of other important things, more important than boxing, that he was also willing to die for. And that's one thing about Muhammad Ali that I always love, and I always shoot for that. And when I say I want to be better, I'm not doing it because I want to belittle him. I'm doing it to drive myself. Competition makes us better. So if I can psych myself up and tell myself I'm in competition with Muhammad Ali, I have no choice to be just super great. And that's what you got to do sometime. If you listen to the story of Michael Jordan, and you listen to that the Last Dance documentary that Michael Jordan put together, I believe it came out last year in the middle of this COVID stuff. You go and listen to that documentary. What you're gonna realize, Michael Jordan actually used to psych himself up. In other words, kind of somewhat just, I don't know if you call it lying to yourself or what, but he would psych himself up to just he would make himself think that people was talking trash to him. That he psyched himself up. And so at the end of the day, when it comes to Muhammad Ali, I psych myself up. I want my resume to be better than his. So I'm shooting for it. And when I say psych myself up, I'm not lying. Like, I'm real deal shooting for a resume that's better than his. And I think it's beautiful, because that's the type of competitions that we should be having as human beings. So let's not try to just be better than each other on basketball fields, baseball fields, football fields, basketball courts. I mean, tennis courts, or whatever, soccer. Let's try to be better human beings at each other. Just imagine if we had all these people out there that was competing to be better human beings. It would be beautiful. And at the end of the day, I want to be the best human being on earth. I do. Like, I shoot for being the best human being on earth. I want my heart to be the purest and the biggest. I want my actions to be just the biggest, most beautiful actions out there. But more importantly, I want y'all to also see you have to be brave. You have to be brave before you get to that part. And right now, I'm going through this earning my stripes. I'm going through being battle tested. Every single great weapon that America has ever built, they had to have that in order to crown that weapon a good weapon. That weapon has to be used in war. So at the end of the day, right now, my leadership is being used in war. And so there's going to be a time where I'm not going to be hands-on with white supremacy and going back and forth with black people that's carrying that white supremacy. But right now, we have to see what type of weapon I am. And I am being used right now in war right now. And once it's all said and done, what y'all going to realize, I'm one of the baddest mamma jammas that God ever created. I don't know how I just used that word, mamma jamma. I had no clue that was going to come out of my mouth. I've never said that word, but I'm one of the baddest mama jammas out there. Where the hell I get that from? LL Cool J or something? Is that who says mama jamma? What's going on this YouTube? Did I say mama jamma? I did, but I'm trying to be one of the baddest leader. I just want to be the ultimate weapon. I'm trying to be a nuclear bomb when it comes to leadership, y'all. I'm trying to be that person that nobody wants no smoke with, because they know, not him. Not him. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me and mine. It's my village, my castle. Nobody's gonna mess with us, because they're gonna know, because it what we did at wartime, last time we was at war, that we're not to be messed with. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm trying to go down as the greatest, man. And I'm hoping before Minister Farrakhan passes away, Minister Farrakhan, he's getting up there in age. I'm hoping to have an exchange with him. There was one meeting that was set up between me and him, but it didn't go through. But I'm hoping I get the opportunity again, because I do think he's one of the greatest leaders that I've seen. There's been a lot of great leaders in this world, but Minister Farrakhan, from what I've seen, he actually got the body of work in the results. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that we have crowned leaders, we have talked good about, but then when you look at their results and then you look at impact, I don't really see a lot of results and impact. I see their name actually bigger than the results and impact, where vice versa with Minister Farrakhan, as big as his name is, his impact is bigger than his name, his results is bigger than his name. And those are the type of leaders that I'm interested in meeting, even with Michael Jordan. As great as he was on the basketball court, his impact has been greater than his talent. And that's what I'm trying to do with my leadership. I don't want to be a person that's just a great leader. I want to have the results and the impact to be actually greater than my overall leadership. And I think Minister Farrakhan is the perfect person to have a conversation with. And I think when it's all said and done, he'll realize immediately. I know he's already realized it because I was told what he thinks about me. And I was told by Grandmaster Jay, y'all see when I released the recording, Grandmaster Jay was watching me. He's probably watching me right now. What up, Jay? Anyway, weirdo. What you doing at the NFAC? Nothing. Cops are still out here killing people. When y'all gonna do something? Huh? Never? Oh, okay. But anyway, at the end of the day, I want to go there as the greatest. And I know a lot of y'all not cool with that, but it's just it. I don't want to be the second best. I want to go down as greatest leader this world's ever seen. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to read every day. I'm going to study every day. I'm going to meditate every day. I'm going to keep growing with God and keep being God's favorite. I told you, I'm God's favorite. If you don't like it, then take it up with him. But for me, in my mind, in my heart, and what I think I'm God's favorite. I don't know about you. I was taught you got to be selfish with this God thing. I'm God's favorite. I don't know about you. I claim it. I'm his favorite. And last time I checked, my number one enemy, Brett Hankerson, to mess with me. You know, I had this battle with Brett Hankerson. It's still going on. It's been going on since 2016. But right when they was trying to get me and they thought they had me and they was going to send me to prison, my God stepped in. My God stepped in and said, watch this. He took my number one enemy and blasted him all around the world. And that right there, when Brett Hankerson was shown on TVs in China and Tokyo and Afghanistan and in the Serengeti, that's when I realized, damn, I'm God's favorite. Has God ever did that to your number one enemy? He did it to mine. That's why I feel like I'm God's favorite. He took my number one enemy and blasted them in the Serengeti. There was people, they didn't even have TV. They just looked in the water. And while they was looking in the water, you seen like a TV type thing while they was looking in the water. And they seen Brett Hankerson and what he had did as far as the Breonna Taylor case in some little pond in the Serengeti. And I was like, this is crazy. People in the Serengeti are stirring that muddy water, and they're seeing the Brett Hankerson, Breonna Taylor story. I said, man, I got to be God's favorite. So on that note, I don't know if your God's ever told people in the Serengeti about your number one enemy, but my God did that for me. So I'm my God's favorite. So at the end of the day, with me being my God's favorite, I truly think my goal is not only accomplishable, but it's already accomplished. I claim it right now. You have to speak this into existence. I am the best leader this world's ever seen, and I speak it into existence. And not only am I going to speak it, I'm going to continue to pursue. I'm going to continue every single day to pursue being the best leader this world's ever seen. Anytime I get off the phone with anybody, I want people to just be blown away. Anytime I talk to you, I want people to just be blown away. And I think I've done that. I think I've done that. When I've talked to people, I think I've done that. I'm kind of mad because I had mannerisms when I went on Kwame Brown's show. I didn't want to hijack his show, but I should have just been Kendrick. Because if I would have went over and been Kendrick and done what Kendrick does, it'd have been a wrap. I would have had so many more people. And I thank Kwame Brown for the opportunity because I did pick up like 600 subscribers or something like that. I don't know, something like that. But at the end of the day, I should have been Kendrick. I thank him for that. But if I was Kendrick and I do what I do and I speak how I speak, nobody's going to be left behind. There's going to be some people who are jealous and feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, even with those jealous people and those trolls, they sit back and they're like, man, this dude's great. My haters know I'm great. That's why they're riding my wave. But at the end of the day, one thing about greatness, man, you have to have a big surfboard. Because my greatness is just creating a mega splash out there in the world. And the current is so big, they can surf and ride my wave a little bit, but eventually they're going to fall off. And guess what? Hate to tell you, there's sharks all in the water. So let them ride my wave. But as soon as they fall off, sharks going to get them. Don't ask me how I know. I know because I know. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen to all these little protesters in Louisville that was clout chasing, trying to ride my wave. The next thing you know, they fell off. They had Fed cases. They had all types of stuff going on. Some of them was getting killed. It was crazy. And I'm just like, man, trying to ride my wave and trying to attack me. And now these people, I try to tell them, I've always told people, listen, I'm highly favored by God. Don't mess with me. God don't like it when people mess with me. That's why, like, I do feel like, with the situation with Julia, it's like, it's weird that if she is doing what she's doing, then the whole car accident thing, I'm just like, man, I pray for her, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, my God, he does act like that. He responds with vengeance. And I've seen it. I've seen when people have messed with me, I've seen what God does to them. From my foster parents, to people on the streets, to police officers, to YouTubers. My God don't play about Kendrick. He loves me. I'm my God's favorite. So you can't just be messing with me. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let me take his call. It's my boy. What's up, bro? I'm on YouTube right now. I'm going to call you when I get off. If you have to wait, slide through. All right. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I know a lot of people, they don't like the fact that I said I wouldn't be better than him. Oh, well, he loves it. He loves it. Man, if I told you my spiritual connection to Muhammad Ali and my story, it would blow your mind, man. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait because it's so beautiful and powerful. My story, that's my Mayweather story is beautiful and powerful. My Muhammad Ali story is beautiful and powerful. My Mike Tyson story is beautiful and powerful. I got some stories that y'all don't know about. I got a lot of stuff y'all don't know about. But at the end of the day, the main thing that I got that y'all don't know about is the corruption that took place in this Breonna Taylor case. And we're going to start uncovering that this week. What's today? Today is it's Thursday. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, well, maybe I'll do some stuff tomorrow. Maybe I'll jump right into the Breonna bag tomorrow. Now that I'm saying that, don't be surprised if the police steps up their game and do something even crazier. We all seen what happened yesterday. It was completely uncalled for. Surround my house with guns, shut down my neighborhood. This is the third time this stuff has happened. It's getting out of control, y'all. Nothing major. What was it yesterday? They didn't charge me with nothing yesterday. White woman just called the police on a black man. She's from Louisville, but she's on my property at Butler County. Come on, officer. You're supposed to lock her up or make her leave. You're not supposed to be grabbing for your gun and trying to shoot me. And then they turned off my damn AC. I said, wow. I was in here sweating like crazy. My neighbor, it just so happened, caught them turning off my AC. And he came over after the coast was clear, and he came over and fixed it. Wasn't that big of a deal, but still, why would they do that? Ain't that rude? I mean, it was hot as hell yesterday, and they gonna turn off my AC. But anyhow, I'll probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I know a lot of y'all Louisville's dangerous right now, so what I'll do is I'll try to keep some of y'all in the house. I'll try to keep some people from going to the club. And tomorrow will be the day. Y'all make sure y'all hashtag Kwame Brown in the comments or whatever, because he said he would come over and watch it. When I do that, hopefully he streams me, because this is what it's about. This is about the masses. Tomorrow I will be releasing some of my Breonna Taylor stuff, and I will be meditating tonight and trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to present it. I know the universe has given me an idea, and I'm going to have to play around with this idea and meditate tonight on it, and hopefully it'll sit in my spirit, and then I'll go forward. Because at first, what I was going to do is from beginning to end, just straight through. But what I kind of want to do is I think I want to start out with red flags. I think I want to do that. And then once I give y'all a few red flags, then I come and start at the beginning. I don't know. We're going to see. Whatever I'm comfortable with, I know my God allows me to make the decision for myself, whatever I'm comfortable with. But more importantly, God knows I've been caught between a rock and a hard place with how I wanted to do the Breonna Taylor case. So maybe he just threw me that idea just to spark my thoughts, because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. I just don't want to make the same mistake that I made on my Facebook, y'all, because I do blame myself. And so on that note, I want to be over here on YouTube, and I want to make sure that I give y'all my best version of what happened to Breonna and why those officers deserve to be in prison. And I want to point out everything that I can point out, but I want y'all to understand it. I realized on my Facebook, even though I did dummy it down pretty good, you got to go lower because the IQ of the collective masses out there is not that high. There's only a few people in this world that have a IQ that can comprehend and understand things without you having to just be So at the end of the day, I got y'all, man. I have no problem coming down to anybody's level. I have no problem going all the way up to the top and dealing with, some of these corrupt higher up politicians in the world. I think y'all figured out now that I do got to switch. I think y'all figured out that I can do more than just cuss. I think y'all figured out that I do have a vocabulary. Sometime when y'all pay attention to me, y'all see these words slowly but surely coming out. I just purposely choose not to use my vocabulary because I feel like vocabulary is a white man's language. Like a vocabulary that is very well developed. Anytime I see somebody who's got a big vocabulary, it lets me know they've been doing a lot of business with the white man. That's the first thing that I think, the corrupt white man. Because I'm like, your language and what you're speaking, a large percentage of your culture don't understand none of those words. So at the end of the day, I try to keep myself from going into that vocabulary bag. I grew up watching First Take and Stephen A. Smith. So at the end of the day, if you watch Stephen A. Smith, you have no choice but to put some of those words in your vocabulary. But at the end of the day, the last thing I want to do is be on here saying this and saying that, and then you guys don't understand it. So on that note, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it on the level that I'm on now. I love the way that I can talk, the way that I talk without using crazy big words, and it's very, very universal understanding when it comes to IQ. I love where I'm at with it as far as my vocabulary. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it right there. If y'all see me talking to some of these other people, y'all see me step it up. But what y'all won't see me doing is taking a knee to white supremacy. What y'all won't see me doing is continuing to allow the situation that's going on with me happen. I'm going to keep fighting. I've already told them what I need to tell them, but they're ignoring it. So now I am going to get this stuff to the people that I need to get it to start getting people in trouble around here. I mean, if these people are not going to honor the fact that I said I realized my mom and dad made a bad business deal with the United States, and they named me Kendrick Wilson and gave me the Social Security and birth certificate. And now that I'm a man and I've grown up and my eyes have seen and my mind and ears have heard, I'm no longer a slave. And I tell these people this: I'm not a slave. You know, I'm a free man, and at the end of the day, with me being a free man, you're gonna have to back up off me. You're not about to be charging me for no contempt of court when I was in my kitchen. You're not about to be coming on my property. I clearly told the cop and the girl to get off my property. The cop goes for his gun while he's standing on my property. Officer, I told you get off my property. No cop can come on your property without permission, folks. The only way those cops come on your property if they're 100% that a crime has been committed or if they're trying to save somebody's life. Other than that, if you tell them to get off your property, they have to get off your property. I told him and he ignored my orders, but at the same time, he wants me to comply with his orders. No, I'm not complying with your orders because you have no dominion over me. You have no type of control over me. At the end of the day, your job is to go catch slaves. Your job is to go catch people who don't know they're free. I'm free, and I know I'm free. So at the end of the day, cut me out your little game and stay off my property. I'm not trying to hurt nobody, but at the end of the day, I'm all about self-defense. I'm a master of self-defense. Don't touch me. I won't touch you. Um, don't throw no what are those flash grenades in my windows. I won't throw what I'm gonna throw back out there. At the end of the day, just leave me alone. Everybody need to go home happy and safe. I'm not a threat to the community. I'm not trying to harm nobody. At the end of the day, I'm simply trying to develop and being the best version of Kendrick, which should result to being the best leader ever. That's all I'm trying to do, y'all. That's all I'm trying to do. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna read some of y'all comments because I know y'all got a lot of stuff to say, but I had to get that off my chest. I think I just talked for about 45 minutes straight. I could talk for 4, 5 hours straight, 10, 12 hours straight, 20 hours straight. But I am going to interact with y'all because guess what? Y'all the reason why I'm monetized, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. Y'all the reason why my spirits is high. I was in a very, very dark place last night leading into this morning. A very, very dark place. Um, I've never been in such a dark place. I was actually a little nervous, but my God does what he does. He made it to where I got some sleep. I got me like 3 hours of sleep. And when I woke up, God told me straight up, let it go. And I let it go. Not saying I don't think about it no more. I'm not going to address it. But that burden that was on my chest and on my mind and that was eating away at me, it's gone. It's gone. I'm burden free. And that's why I love God because he can do it overnight. And he did it. But I will still address the situation. I will still speak on things and keep my name from being slandered. The haters are still going to slander my name. And that's all good because I need them to continue to be over doing what they're doing because at the end of the day, it just makes me look better. When you go over and listen to these people and then you listen to me, it's not even close. Like, they got me sounding like Albert Einstein. They got me sounding like every single smart person that ever walked the earth when you leave their channel and come to mine. So at the end of the day, I need y'all to know this. Even though I've been off YouTube, I've been off Facebook, they got me in Facebook jail and all that good stuff. The research is still stellar. I promise you, it's not stale. The research is still stellar. And at the end of the day, if this situation unfolds where Julia is trying to do any type of charges on me because I haven't done anything to the girl, I promise you, the research will be stellar. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. I promise you. That's my motto when it comes to this situation. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit, because the rabbit hole gets deep. And at the end of the day, this is not what they want. No, it's not what they want. Too many facts over here. Too many facts, too many recordings, too many witnesses, too much proof. I mean, when you're dealing with situations like this, you want to check people's past. You want to see if people's been in situations like this before. I haven't been in no situation before when it comes to rape or anything like that. Only situation I've been in involving rape, I watched my mom get raped. I watched my mom get raped. One time, a guy put a knife to her throat, made me and my older sister watch while he raped her. And then my mom came home fresh off of raping with blood running all down her leg. And then the man was right down the street. I ran down the street. I tried to kill him, and my uncle kept me from killing him. And I was young as hell. I was a teenager when that happened. So I have no history when it comes to rape. I've never been, you know, actually, hold on, I take that back. Oh, well, no, I've been lied on before, but I have no history when it comes to rape. I've been proven that people are liars and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, people who are involved in that stuff, they have a history, previous girlfriends and stuff. As much as my baby mamas hate me, I think they should. Now I don't know. I can't speak for no woman. Now. They should be able to answer the question. No, he's never shown no signs of anything like that. So we'll see. At the end of the day, I've been around. I know girls are gonna vouch for me. I'm a good dude. I'm not into that stuff. That's actually, if there was one thing that I can honestly say I hate the most in the world, that's what it is. It's rape. That's the one thing I just don't understand, y'all. I just don't understand. There's so many girls out there, so many people out there that you can get that from by just simply asking or giving them some attention. Why would you go out and take it? Why would you want to listen to a woman? Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a little but why would you want to do that? It's just not cool. It's not cool. So, um, bottom line is, my name will be cleared. My name's already cleared. They got something up their sleeve. They're trying to do something. And I think what they realize is the Summer Dickinson situation is going to go away. Monetized people are starting to find out about this. I'm going to stream that case on her. In fact, I need to be streaming that. I don't know if I'm going to stream it before to bring on. I don't know. I'll stream it in order. Okay, yeah. But at the end of the day, I think they're realizing that's going to have to go away. And so they're lining up just new stuff. That's almost what it seems like. I could be wrong. I still haven't heard from Julia. I haven't heard from her. I've heard text messages and stuff like that, but I still haven't had a solid, real deal conversation with her, so, to where I'm her man. I'm gonna know. Once she talks to me, I'm gonna know exactly what the hell's going on. That's why they're not letting her talk to me. So once I have that conversation, we'll see. We'll see what's up, and then we'll go from there. I'll drop all my stuff. Um, and then we'll make some noise with it, y'all. And then y'all be able to do what y'all want to do, which as far as, publicly in my comments, Team Kendrick, publicly in my comments, voice your opinion and your thoughts on it. But right now, I ask Team Kendrick, not the trolling people who hate me, but yet watch me. That's so confusing. Like, how does people not know me, hate me, but watch me? That's weird. They don't know me, they hate me, but they watch me. Either you like watching somebody that you know or watching just somebody that you like, right? You got to have some type of ingredient. But you got these weirdos and these people. I haven't even met these people. They just sit back and they watch. Also, I think I told you I might jump right into the Brianna, but I do owe y'all this because y'all know that um, I've been in YouTube jail, whatever you want to call it. I did have a situation with Michi X. I did have a situation with Kevin Wesley. Um, so at the end of the day, I think I might early tomorrow. I might come back later tonight. I think I might drop my Michi X package. Let y'all see that. It's not that I'm bashing her. It's just I'm gonna tell the truth because I think last time I was with y'all, I didn't give y'all the whole situation with that. I didn't let y'all hear the whole situation with that. So I think I might drop the recordings, and I got a lot on Michi, just so y'all can know where I was at with it and how she just had a bad day and clocked out on me, but she never apologized to me. So at the end of the day, I gotta do what I gotta do. Also, had a situation with Tony the closer. Some of y'all seen what was going on in his IG a couple days ago. Shit wasn't a good look, y'all. Wasn't a good look. The dude blocked me and everything. Wasn't a good look, but it's all good. I got it all recorded, and I think I might be addressing that stuff. I don't know. I got to meditate on it, because those people are nothing, but at the same time, they are something. They're dangerous because they're lying and deceiving the people, and that's not cool. And I feel like me, I need to be addressing things like that I know about. So, and not backing down because of their names or what city they're from or who they're connected to. I don't care about none of that. Care about what city they from, who they're connected to. Everybody always want to talk. All right, whatever. God, God, universe, higher power. Now what? Nothing. Can't do nothing with him. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate friend. So at the end of the day, um, I'm gonna hop off of her. I just wanted to, let y'all know I'm back on YouTube. I might come back on tonight. Y'all know there's a lot going on. Something might pop up to where I want to share something with y'all. There is some other phone calls that came through that y'all don't know about. Matter of fact, this is what I'll do. I will let y'all listen to some phone calls. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. Well, I got some texts and stuff coming in. Okay, let me handle this because I got some friends and stuff texting me some important stuff. Um, what's going on? Give me 1 second. Let me read this, y'all. It's actually Andrew's mother who's texting me, the guy who allegedly raped Julia, but that she's a dummy. She texts the wrong person, and that's what I'm telling you. You're dumb. You text the wrong. See, my God is dope. So I think she thinks she was writing the police or a detective or something because what she's saying. She's snitching on me about something. She said he started texting me around 12:30 p.m. This shit's crazy. Or maybe they're just trying to get me to talk about it on the YouTube. That's probably what they're trying to do. Trying to provoke me. It could be that too, but I'm fine. I'm not ready to clock out. What y'all gonna see, the cuss words and all that stuff, I'm gonna be done with all that because at the end of the day, I got the show that I can deliver with class. I need all walks of people. It'd be a cuss word here and there, but my vocabulary, I can talk for hours without cussing, y'all. I'm not a cusser. I just started cussing doing this Breonna Taylor stuff, and just so happened I became the world's #1 cusser. I already achieved that goal. I got a little medal in my bedroom, world's #1 cusser. So now, it's time to be have some class. I'm shooting for that title too. I want to be the classiest man out there because I got it in me. I got it in me. I told you I'm a stick shift. I can give you first gear, second gear, fourth gear, third gear, whatever, fifth gear, 10th gear, sixth gear, seventh gear, eighth gear, wherever I need to go at with it. I can do it all. And shout out to my homie, man. I got a very important phone call from somebody earlier today. I won't call him out. Let me call him real quick. I won't call him out. I won't say his name because his name does pack a nice little punch. But matter of fact, I ain't even gonna call him because I ain't gonna say his name, so I can tell y'all what he told me. He called me today, and we have been. I've said some things about him, and I've said some things about him on YouTube and everything. But he called me today, and he straight up said, he said, "You know what I noticed about you?" He said, he basically just told me I'm the strongest person he knows. He basically said that you don't really get rattled. And he said, when people think that they're rattling you, they're not rattling you. I forgot how he worded it. I wish I can call him, but he ain't ready for all this YouTube stuff just yet. It's coming. But it gave me the ultimate compliment. And I didn't expect that phone call today. But I think people are starting to feel a bit guilty because they see me trying my best. They see me being Kendrick, and they see the internet lying to y'all and making y'all think I'm trying to be something that I'm not, but I've always been like this. And I think there's a lot of people who are starting to feel guilty. I've gotten a lot of phone calls from a lot of family, friends, and people that I know out there in that world, a successful world, as far as people who got these titles and money. And they basically have just told me, without really saying it, that they're sorry. They're sorry that they haven't been there for me. And I appreciate that. The phone call that I got today, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Matter of fact, hold on, let me see if I can do it, man. Let me see if I can do it. It's too much. He ain't gonna let me do it, but let me see. Let me see. I'm not gonna force it on him, but I am gonna ask. I am gonna ask. He don't even really know about the YouTube channel because it's not into all this. But I don't know. Hello. No, hold on, y'all. All right. He didn't answer, but at the end of the day, if I can, I'll try to sneak him on here and see what I can do. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It just feels good to hear from your friends, y'all. That's why I'm smiling. I'm not smiling because of who it is or anything. I'm smiling because it feels good to hear from your friends. And for them, boy, it takes a lot for a man to admit, like, damn, and that phone call today, for him to say that, I just, and then we joked immediately afterwards. We joked, and yeah, it was beautiful, y'all. So I just want y'all to know, man, I truly appreciate y'all. The fire emojis, man, the support. I think over the people who didn't know me over this last year and a half, y'all know who I am. Y'all know when y'all hear something, if I did it, I didn't do it. And but even with y'all knowing, I appreciate y'all still, especially Team Kendrick. Y'all do y'all investigation. Um, y'all do what y'all gotta do, man, and y'all try y'all best to get the true story and not just hop on the internet and utter any and everything. And then y'all often hit me up and check with me about stuff, and I can appreciate people like that. There's only been a couple of people, and they did it by accident, that took shots at Julia. And I asked them, hey, wait until you hear her side of the story to do that. You're free to do that, but wait until you hear her side of the story. It's not fair to just rock out with me. If y'all just rock out with me and y'all pick me, then that means that I have control over your mind, and that we're running a cult. That means I'm running a cult. I'm not trying to run a cult, y'all. I don't want to control your mind to the point to where you believe me and you ain't even heard the other person's story. No, that person could be telling the truth. I could be lying. You never want to put all your faith in a man. The Bible teaches you that. So at the end of the day, don't ever do that, y'all. Don't let no man deceive you to the point to where you think he's 100% right 100% of the time. Now, I'm probably going to be right 99.9.9999% of the time. And I'm cool with that. But more to the story is, listen to both sides of the stories. I can take shots at her because I've heard certain things. And on top of that, that's my girl, that's my ex, or whatever, whatever we are. I don't know what the hell we are. It's so weird, y'all. I can take shots at her. Just y'all don't do it until y'all hear her side of the story. Y'all talk to her. Y'all hear it come out her mouth. Please just chill a little bit. You hear me? Because that offends me too. Because I still care about this girl, and it puts me in a rock and a hard place when I see Team Kendrick people doing it. I can care less what the rest of the internet's doing, but people who support me, if you truly support me, don't do that, because if y'all support me and I see y'all doing that, that hurts me. I don't want to actually. I'm trying to figure out a way and think, and hopefully this thing can come out and it can be fixed, because I do love her and I do want to spend the rest of my life with her. But at the end of the day, I'm prepared for it to be worst case scenario. As a man, you have to prepare for worst case scenario. But until we know the truth, y'all, please don't do what I do. I know I'm leaving bad because I'm venting. You must understand. I'm stuck in the house, and when I hop on the internet, my mind's racing. I'm venting. Uh, and some things might come out, and I might get something wrong. I might hear something wrong on the recording, but y'all must understand, I'm living this. Y'all listening to this. I'm actually living it. So there's gonna be some things in like, man, he's tripping, and I might be tripping, but because I'm living this, there's a difference between living this and then somebody listening to this and watching this. Y'all must understand, I'm living this, and Julia is too. She's actually living and going through something right now too. So y'all have to realize there's a difference between the person who is living the situation and the person that is listening and watching the situation. And put a little respect on the people that's living this and give us the opportunity to tell our side of the story. That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, man, Team Kendrick, man, y'all know I can talk to y'all all day. I love y'all, but I need to meditate. It's been one of those days. My spirit is calling for me to meditate. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to relax. I haven't ate in about, I don't know how many days. The neighbor bought me a little plate. I smashed that, but I'm used to eating 3 times a day, man. Julia used to, man. So I'm about to go metal in the refrigerator and see what's in it. I don't even know what's in my refrigerator. I'm gonna go metal in the refrigerator. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just be a Negro, a Southwick nigga. I'm just go and warm up some damn noodles and throw some cheese in it, and sprinkle my little salt and pepper in there, and well, not salt, but my pepper in there, and it's just gonna be a noodle nigga. I'm gonna be a noodle nigga. That's what we do. And niggas ain't nobody cooking for us. We go and warm up some noodles. So put them on 4 minutes, throw them in the microwave. Get my little fork, twirl them around, and call it a day. Nigga knew tonight. So I might find something that I can cook, but shit, I can't. I don't think I know how to cook no more. I ain't cooked nothing in 5 years. I tried to cook something about 3 years ago, and I was rusty. I burnt the pancakes or some shit. Julia came in there, had to open the door. We was doing this. Smoke detector was going on. I was like, damn, baby, I'm rusty. So I can't even cook no more. I used to know how to cook because I used to cook for my siblings and stuff, but it's gonna be nigga noodle night tonight. Yeah, it's a whole lot of nigga noodle night. So at the end of the day, that shit, if y'all ain't got no cash, just come over to the crib and drop some goddamn noodles off. I like chicken noodles, the chicken ones. Bring a box of noodles or some shit. I don't know, y'all. There's a whole lot of noodle shit about to go on. But at the end of the day, I love y'all. I appreciate the fire emojis. Y'all so lit. Let me go through. I told y'all I was gonna read the comments, so let me not lie to y'all. Let me go through. So you can only go back so far. I see Joanna. She dropped 5 emojis. Alicia says she's praying. Kendra says she stay strong. Whitney said that's because you love her. You love to read. That's because you love to read. Oh yeah, I do. Yes, we should all feel that way. Kendra said 100. Aisha said we all on the winning team. Joanna fire emoji. Chris Parker prayer. Stacey Wright. Alicia. And most people can't handle a strong, confident individual. I'm definitely a strong, confident individual, and most people cannot handle me. My grandmother, my mother, my dad. My dad, I don't know. Kendra, let's see. I'm sorry you're going through this. Don't be sorry. I told you, man. I'm the weapon. I'm the weapon that's in the war right now. You can't earn your stripes and be classified as a top, like the best weapon out there if they never use you in war. So at the end of the day, I'm that weapon. We got to see if my gun gonna jam or what's going on. At the end of the day, what you seeing? I'm not jamming up. You seen I'm out there doing what I said I was gonna do. So don't be sorry, y'all. Don't be sorry, y'all. Anything that you survive, it actually makes you stronger, whether good or bad. Everything makes you stronger. Hashtag Kwame Brown. Yeah, everybody hashtag Kwame Brown. Everybody do it, please. Everybody hashtag him because we need. It's not necessarily about Kwame. We need his following. That man has over 400,000. We need all that. Weird that it won't let you select notifications. And they always doing stuff like that, man. Y'all got to get used to it. Mannerisms and manners are two separate things. I was on the edge of my seat with IGF. Felt scared. Yeah, it was tense, y'all. It was tense, but it was real. So I'm saying it was tense. It was real. I understand because I wasn't the watcher, so I understand how y'all feel, but I can't completely speak on how y'all feel. I was the person that was living it. You know what I mean? So I know it had to be intense. God will see you through this. Also on the flip side, you probably don't care. She does. She doesn't live in Ohio. She just changed her location to throw you off. Hey, no, I wish you didn't say that. We wanted to go with that Ohio thing because I had something for that, y'all. Because it makes no sense. I know that, but it makes no sense. Why are y'all coming after me if this woman just got up and left and moved to Ohio? I know where she. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I don't even want to talk about that thing right now. We gonna get to it though. Let's see. Been praying. That boy, what's up? Me too, Sophie. I agree. I believe. Distraction. Yeah, she made a mistake. All right. Y'all pretty much saying, I appreciate it, y'all. I see what's going on here. I definitely appreciate it. Hold on. Check on the dogs. The dogs are fine. I've been feeding the dogs. We got a bunch of rabbits that be in my yard. So I know the difference of when they're barking at a human being and when they're barking at the rabbits. They're barking at the rabbits. I'll hit you up. I'll make it fun for you and drop these off. I appreciate it. There's a lot of people who's supposed to be coming to the house. I appreciate y'all, man. I definitely, I became affectionate too, man. That's what really hurts with Julia being gone because I'm not an affectionate person. But over the last 2 months, I've been doing hugs and kissing her neck and doing all that. And I don't like that stuff because the way I grew up in a foster home, I never got it. So as I got older, I just turned it off. I don't like that kind of stuff. But I learned to like it. And now I'm missing the little stuff, the little touches, her rubbing my back, walking by, rubbing my back while I'm eating, something about rubbing my neck. And I miss it. So when y'all come through, give a nigga a hug, man. So, and that goes for the ladies and the fellas, man. Guys, y'all think y'all too tough to hug? Nah, niggas need to hug each other sometime, man. So at the end of the day, one of my niggas, and it's so funny, man. It's one of my dudes, man. He don't do the I love you stuff, but he called me today too, and he's like, "Bro, I love you." And I started to mess with him for saying it, but I let it slide. But normally we'll check each other when we tell each other, "Nigga, you get mushy on me." But one of my dogs, man, he told me he loved me, man, and it meant the world, man, because I actually did need to hear that. And then my big sister, she came out to the house, and she didn't tell me she loved me because we don't do it. Me and her, we don't do the I love you shit. We know we love each other. She told me she ate too much damn sushi and was about to tell me about her goddamn bladder problem. I told her, get the hell out of my room, man. Take your ass back up in the living room. And I don't want to hear your sushi stories, but I think she knew I was on live and she was trolling me. My sister, she's always picked on me. So just know, I'm a professional defender when it comes to people picking on me because she be picking on me. She knew I was on live with y'all. She came right in there and she's like, "Ooh, I ate some sushi, and man, I just been in the bathroom." And I'm like, "Man, get out of here!" But that's big sis for you. That's what she does. But I love her. I love her. I got to talk to my foster sister. Y'all see Facebook deleted that. I mean, IG deleted that. Y'all seen when I brought my sister on from Africa. My sister that's from Liberia. When I brought her on, it was a beautiful conversation, but then IG deleted it. They don't want y'all to know this stuff about me, that I got a sister from Liberia. They don't want y'all to know like what she means to me and how she's had this effect on my life and how I model my whole life out to her. They don't want y'all to know that. And a lot of people would never know that I'm hands-on with a real woman from Africa, my sister, that's a real deal black queen. Y'all wouldn't know that about me. There's so much y'all don't know, but maybe there'll be different, situations that's gonna open up for me to tell y'all new stories and things that y'all need to know about me. That's gonna make y'all just in awe because I'm telling you, man, I'm a hell of a dude, man. I'm a hell of a dude, and I love it, man, because I got every reason to be foul. I got every reason to be out in the streets. I got every reason to just be. Just be a killer and be all of this stuff that the world is calling for black men to be. I got every reason to be that, but I've trained myself to be the exact opposite. I've trained myself to never be what the world's forcing me to be. I've never been perfect. I've been involved in some things, but at the end of the day, I've always took those bad habits that I got and I broke myself away from them. I got what I needed to get out of it and I broke myself away from it. And I love that about me. I love that about me. And at the end of the day, y'all, I thank y'all so much. Um, it's just amazing to see you guys still here dropping fire emojis. Um, I see some of the familiar faces. I see Jasmine. I see Alex. I see Princess. I see Stacy. It's so amazing to see y'all. You people are real deal supporters. Y'all not the type that wants to throw dirt on people's name. Y'all not just bashing people. My comment section is not trashy. The only trash that's in the comment section is the trolls. And at the end of the day, I love y'all, Team Kendrick. For that, y'all been trained well. Y'all don't really go back and forth with them. Y'all learn to drown them out with the fire emojis. We got a very, very classy group of people and individuals. Y'all can be feisty. Y'all can go back and forth because y'all smarter than their comment section. Y'all smarter than their followers. But at the end of the day, y'all stick to the script. And y'all allowed me to teach y'all well as far as drowning people out with simply fire emojis and not go back and forth with people who's purposely got their IQ way down here and purposely signed up and chosen to carry out white supremacy agendas. So I thank y'all so much, Team Kendrick. I love y'all. I can feel y'all prayers, y'all strength. I'm good, man. I was in a very, very dark place, last night, going into the wee hours of this morning. I was in a dark place, but it was y'all. It was y'all prayers. And the fact that I'm God's favorite, man, that I made it through, man. And I thank God for that. My neighbor came over, probably about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, or 12 o'clock, it was something. I lost track of time, but my neighbor came over real late. He kicked it with me, talked to me, reminded me of how good of a guy I am. My other neighbor on that side let me know, how good of a guy I am. My other neighbor on that side, like it's just beautiful, man, because I am a good guy, and I need to hear that, and I thank God. My neighbors have every reason to be mad at me and just be like, forget him, but they didn't do that. They actually, and then another neighbor who lives blocks over pulled up and brought me some stuff, and I'm just like, man, look at this, man. God, it's just amazing, man. It's amazing, y'all. It's flat out amazing, and I just thank y'all so much, man. I thank y'all so much. I'll never, ever, ever, even when I get to where God's gonna put me at, and I'm on this amazing pedestal, and I'm making all this great money, I would never, ever be able to show y'all, Team Kendrick, how much I appreciate y'all. So I'm always gonna take the opportunity, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm at. I'm always gonna make time to thank y'all, because you guys, y'all have helped build this foundation that's kept me from falling and crumbling. I'm standing on the foundation of Team Kendrick. I'm standing on this foundation, y'all, and it's so beautiful, man. And I always love y'all for that. It's just amazing, y'all. I know at the end of the day, when cops are pursuing me and doing whatever they're doing, they have to be thinking about, this dude's actually a great guy. He's got hundreds of people following him. He's got people who have vouched for he's a good guy. It's hard to kill somebody like that, y'all. It's hard to go to sleep at night and know that you're going to run in somebody's house tomorrow. Somebody's been giving you the order to run in this great guy's house. My DNA and y'all DNA of being good individuals and a great team, we spewed it all over the internet. Do we got some days where we cuss people out and we do this? Yeah, but we cuss with a purpose over here, y'all. We cuss with a purpose. We lead with a purpose. We talk with a purpose. We beef with a purpose. Everything we do has a purpose. And the ultimate purpose that all of us are connected to, and what makes this team so beautiful, we all want to see Breonna Taylor get justice. And we all know that she was murdered. And we're not going to give up like the rest of this world has given up. So at the end of the day, Team Kendrick, I love y'all. I got to go. Meditation time. Y'all be safe.